Let's make this happen.
This time on Heavy Rescue 401.
Watch it.
A tree-bound wreck
Whoa, whoa. Stop.
puts down roots.
Whoa. Everybody away from the tanker.
Steve and Sonny battle
Go. We gotta go.
a rail line rollover
Oh. Yo, it's gonna roll.
and a load of carrots.
Holy mackerel.
Burns the crew from Chatham.
Whoa.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, traffic's not too bad. You got a clean road going your way.
On Highway 402, east of Sarnia, evening skies look calm and the road is clear.
Copy that. I'll let everybody know.
But with Lake Huron looming to the north,
What is going on here?
drivers need to be ready for change in an instant.
Oh, look at that. Damn.
Very often, where we live in and around the Great Lakes, depending on which way the wind is blowing, we might have a snow streamer that comes across and picks up moisture off one of the lakes and drops it down on top of the highway in a very specific area. And you may go from a beautiful, dry night to a whiteout condition in a matter of 100 meters.
That's unreal. Heavy snow. What a mess.
As evening rolls into night, squalls are hitting harder, one after the other.
It's bad. I went westbound and I think my top speed was about 13 kilometers an hour. The visibility is like maybe 10 feet in front of you.
By 8 p.m., the OPP has no choice.
We're going to shut down or we're going to have multiple crashes. Eastbound and westbound closed.
Obviously, to shut down a highway completely is not a decision we take lightly, but the storm is only getting worse.
By midnight, drivers have left the 402 far behind.
Pretty crazy night. Yeah, this is the worst I've seen it.
But the preferred towing crew is heading straight into the storm.
It's gonna be a busy few days.
Gary and Colin Vandenheuvel are facing a jackknife on the closed section that can't wait until morning.
Back it in place, Colin. Oh, man. This is just miserable. It's your lucky night. The OPP want you out of here, so we're gonna get you out now.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. His trailer's on the road, so they're plowing tonight, and if he gets by one of the barricades and comes along, he's probably gonna plow into him. So the OPP have called us. They want this thing out of here. They want it out of here now. Where's the road here? I just gotta find it.
That danger to the plows is the only reason to even sanction a recovery in these conditions.
The wind's picking up, snow's starting to pick up. It's not safe for any of us to be out here,
Okay, keep moving, guys.
but there's no choice. We have to get this up and out tonight.
You know, normally in this kind of weather, we're not out here. These are tough conditions to work in.
It's a hard thing to describe when you're out there and you literally have frost setting on your face. It's not fun to be out here tonight.
Eyelashes are starting to freeze together, so that's kind of fun. Just shows you how cold it is. Holy crap.
On North America's busiest highway, closure is not an option.
I forgot my ski mask.
Well, let's go bite the bullet and jump out.
With Gary and Colin starting to rig, Kyle Treacherous joins them to lend a hand and a record.
Ooh, she's cold.
We're gonna use 2 trucks. We're gonna slide this guy up and onto the road real quick and get him going.
Barely on scene, Kyle is already overwhelmed.
Pulling those winch lines out in 25 below weather is a job and a half all on its own. It's hard slugging.
You can't see, holy.
Kyle will hook to the back of the trailer. He's going to slide this trailer out sideways as Colin's just pulling the truck forward and up onto the roadway.
Wrap her up, Kyle. Bring her in.
With crew and equipment straining, Gary needs the job finished quick.
Yeah, here it comes. Keep going, Colin. Slide that ass end over, Kyle. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Stop, stop, stop. Whoa.
Every time we pulled on it, it would go further back in the ditch, and that's the last thing we need right now.
We're just dragging in the ditch.
What do we got, Gary?
That leg's catching a little bit.
This leg was actually digging into the ground. Each time we'd pull, the leg itself would dig into the shoulder of the road, and it would cause the front of the trailer to go forward.
Okay, that's up as far as it's gonna go.
They're planting the semi deeper into the ditch, but Gary might have an idea.
Need a piece of wood. Let's get that underneath that wheel. See if it'll pop up.
If the wheel can grab onto the wood, it could lift the landing gear over the edge.
Okay, we're almost there. We just gotta get past that lip.
Yep.
We'll get Colin pulling that front end up and over. Let him lead and get it up and around at first.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Okay, guys, we're going. You ready, Colin? Ready! Take it up. Nice and easy, Colin. There we go. That's better. Bring it all the way up, Colin. We're done. Yep.
It's no longer catching, and everything follows through and out onto the roadway.
It's good, Colin.
A block of hardwood is your best friend some days. It really is.
Lock your brakes. All right, that's it. That's it for the night, man. The highway shut down, we're shut down. It's time to go in, settle down for the night. We'll start this again in the morning.
We're going home, and we'll start this again in the morning when it's safe to be here.
Let's get out of here. All right, guys, be safe.
Why are we going so slow?
Just 50 miles south, the isolated lake effect isn't touching the 401 through Chatham.
I think we're stopping. Everything's shut down.
But eastbound traffic approaching the 60-mile marker is rolling to a hard stop.
Vehicle fire. And the front part of that trailer's all melted. Unbelievable.
Burning wreckage has shut down the road, with morning just a few hours away.
The 401 highway in Chatham, Kent is its major thoroughfare. Our primary focus is to open this highway.
From what I gather, the 401's completely closed.
And opening the road will be up to Jason Vercake and Chatham Towing.
All right, doesn't look like there's much left of that trailer.
Holy.
The first thing I noticed, the overwhelming smell of burnt plastic.
Oh, wow.
There's nothing left of the structure. Like you can see the entire rail's out of it.
A tire fire erupted and spread to the insulation of the refrigerated semi, fully loaded with carrots. The driver barely escaped in time.
Unfortunately, he couldn't get his truck out.
Most of the time you can pull the pin and walk away from the trailer, at least save part of your truck and trailer, but he didn't even have time to react.
The heat was so intensive,
Everything's melted together now, so it's basically just one big ball.
Heavy op Trevor Gerard has already assessed the scene.
Good thing you brought the bucket. I'll probably have to scoop that.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna need to unload everything out of this thing so it'll hold together to get back to town.
Let's get her done. I gotta scoop them out. Hopefully the skids will stay together.
But the cargo, packed in plastic, is already putting up a fight.
They're melted right to the roof. The carrots are in plastic bags. It's all melted around the product. It's just like a big piece of bubble gum wrapped around everything.
And Trevor's just halfway through the offload before he's all out of reach.
How much more stick you got?
Probably not a whole lot.
Can you scoop any more?
This is it.
Emptying from the back is no longer an option.
You want to cut the front?
Can we get in there and pull it out? In that hole?
The firefighters have already cut into the trailer.
Oh, you'll never fit.
It's not big enough, but it gives Trevor and Jason a chance for a deeper inspection.
I'm gonna go grab a flashlight and take a look.
In a perfect world, I would love just to unload this thing through the back rather than having to hack into it, but we don't live in a perfect world.
Well, let's cut that wall.
How far do you want to cut it back?
Right to the front.
You want to cut that entire section
Take
out?
that piece out, yeah.
Okay. And you get in position, I'll grab the saw.
Speed it up as fast as we can.
The police on scene, they're getting a little antsy to get this road open. Definitely, it's crunch time now.
They need to get cutting and get the wreck emptied out fast.
It ain't starting.
Oh, no. Is that a gas?
No, it's full. Please just cooperate.
Come on.
Worst case scenario. Yeah.
401 still screwed up. Road still closed up there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we got an accident blocking the road up there. I'm gonna be home for a while, buddy.
Near Chatham, the eastbound 401 is closed.
It's getting that time of morning where traffic's starting to build. The commute's getting thicker.
Getting the road open depends on a quick offload.
Come on.
And right now, a stubborn saw has the job on hold.
Yeah, let's see.
And Chatham towing owner John Vercake has just arrived to check in.
Oh, mackerel. When I get to scene, the left wall of the trailer's completely burned out, the front's burned out, the roof is burned out of her. Ugh. Rush hour is coming on. Man, oh man, I hope these guys get it done.
What a pain in the ass.
Let's see if I can pull the plug out of it.
What's very frustrating is if the saw doesn't work, you know, you got nobody to call, right? There's thousands of people relying on you and your crew to get this road open.
Trevor and Jason have a theory.
We got a lighter?
Residue on the spark plug might be blocking the current, so they're trying to clean it off.
When you're out on the side of the highway, you've only got so many tools in your truck, right?
We don't need any more delays.
We ended up having to dry it up with a little bit of heat just to get all the extra gas and all that out of everything.
You good?
That was cool.
You gotta figure everything out on the fly, right?
You gotta think outside the box.
Let's get this done. We're just gonna cut this wall open, peel it back, and then he can come around with the telehandler, scoop most of the load out.
But cutting into the trailer, already so compromised, brings a whole new risk.
We need to be very, very careful with it at this point.
How far do you want it? All the way?
Take it right across.
Just watch yourself.
Come on.
It's a gamble to cut more out of the sidewall because this thing's already structurally weak enough. If you take too much structure out of this trailer, this thing could just collapse in half.
Watch it. She's loose. You'll have to hook it. Put your bucket up against it.
that top piece.
You got her. Rock and roll.
They're gonna have to take the rest of that wall out, Jay.
Okay.
We're gonna access some more of the wall to make wind to get the rest of the load out.
Holy.
With the trailer empty, now they need to separate it from the tractor.
All right, we can get the rotator set up. We use the rotator to hold the trailer up, and then we got the tractor ready to unhook and pull it straight ahead. Go down on yellow, Jay.
Down on yellow.
We're hoping it's got enough strength we can lift it up without buckling it anymore. Boom out.
I'm just hoping this thing doesn't fall apart in our hands.
All right. You're gonna have to travel back, Jay. There she goes.
I'm concerned on where that front end's gonna go.
Easy. Whoop, whoop.
That's what I was afraid of. That's the end of her.
Let's go.
200 miles east.
Things are looking up.
It's been a clear night on the roads of Toronto.
Starting to rain now.
Oh, it started coming down.
But just before 6 a.m., the weather takes a sharp turn.
Raining audience. Oh, yikes.
And Sonny Subra is answering a call.
Trying to get there fast as I can.
The Steve's Towing rotator op is heading to the Portlands on the southern edge of the city.
Yeah, we got a call for a rollover, a fuel tanker rollover.
It's not his usual workplace, and the job itself is a change for Sonny as well.
I never done a tanker rollover before, so this is gonna be new.
Members of the Toronto Fire Service have checked for leaks from the tanker after it slid off the flooded edge of the road.
When we arrived, we saw this tanker partially on its side. The definition of the roadway was very poor here because of the puddles, and it slid right off onto the railway embankment.
It's in the water, man.
Sonny's boss, Steve Pillai, is already at work.
It's gonna be a dangerous night, and it's gonna be quite a bit of challenge.
We got a big problem.
The challenge is that 3 foot of water is running down the ditch.
So come here, hold on to here, it's slippery.
It's kind of a tricky because you need a good balance, otherwise you're gonna fall down into the water.
And the location is only the first challenge.
The tanker full of diesel, so we have to be very careful.
Send the boom out. Send them out, then you're gonna go that way, okay?
They'll run 2 rotator lines to eyelets on the top of the tank and a low line to pull downward with a 50-ton on front to pull forward.
Rotator's gonna come across. We're gonna lift it up this way, and winch is gonna pull it down.
It's the quickest way to rig and clear. But the eyelets are designed only for lifting the tank itself, straight up and off the truck.
These hooks are not made for sideways pull.
You gotta pull it. Pull it.
We don't know if the hook going to be strong enough to lift that or loaded tanker, but if it's due, and we're gonna save a lot of time.
Go, 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 go. We gotta go. Okay, Sonny, tie up this for me, please. Take it in, take the boom in. I gotta get down, wait. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
You got it?
Okay, guys, everybody away from the tanker.
Short time. It's a lot of pressure, and then like you gotta make sure you're doing everything right.
Okay.
Go. 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 Make sure it isn't damaged the tank. Tight, tight, tight. It's gonna roll back and hit the thing. Tight the cable.
Thing is bending.
We got the tanker halfway down, but I was run out of spike line because the winch is almost finished to the snatch plug.
Okay, you can't do no more downwind.
With the low line out of commission, the entire roll now depends on the top hooks.
We don't want to put too much tension on the hook. Oh my God. Let me see if we can lift it there.
On an industrial road at the southern edge of Toronto.
Go ahead, try.
Steve's crew needs their improvised rigging to hold long enough to upright the tanker.
Are you pulling it or what's going on? Trying to lift a little more?
Here she comes.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go. Go, go. Little more stable, little more stable, little more stable.
But with the truck almost level on the road.
Hold on 1 second, okay?
It's hitting the leg.
We got the leg in the front. Just get the legs in.
Sonny can't pull in the outrigger with a weight hanging off his boom.
I had to drop it to take the leg.
There is no other solution. I have to let it go and then bring the outrigger in, so that way the wheel can pass through.
The move will leave the tanker teetering on the edge of the ditch with no lines holding it upright.
I gotta do it very carefully.
If the tanker roll back over, the tanker gonna get damaged and the fuel going to leak all over the place, it's going to be a mess.
Okay, down. Oh, it's gonna roll.
Wait.
Hold on. Okay, that should be good.
Lucky, nothing happened.
Trying to get the leg in. Okay, in. That's good, in. Okay, that's good. Go inside the truck. Yeah. You're gonna steering the wheel for me this way, okay? Place the brake.
Now, it's up to the truck's driver to steer as the front wrecker pulls forward.
Turn the wheel to mine.
Go.
It's pulling out, okay?
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Straight.
Driver, you can drive it off.
Ready, go slow.
Slow.
Slowly. Okay, thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
You guys probably get it.
Everyone's going home and no one's going to the hospital.
That's the main thing.
That's been perfect. No damage on the truck. Awesome, man. Next, pack it up, go back to 401.
But before they can head out,
Fire in the ditch.
There's one final job. Helping one of the fire vehicles back onto the road.
Maybe we're gonna see if we can pull the fire department out. Lock it back. Out.
That's it. Tie it up a little bit. Keep going.
That's it. Awesome. Great.
We gotta help them because they always help us. That's our job. We all one family, you know. We back each other up, we help each other, and we work together.
Okay, let's get out of here. Thank you, Chief. Happy ending.
Still closed.
Back on the 401 in Chatham.
Want to hurry up and get the road cleared.
Daylight brings more traffic and more pressure.
We were supposed to have this thing already off the road by now.
The highway being closed equals lost time, lost money for the industries, so we need to get this done quickly.
Let's get it set on the ground first. Coming down.
Jason and Trevor have cleared out the tractor.
I'll grab some chains.
But the trailer is falling apart.
Oh man, it's nothing but walls that are all disintegrated.
If we end up having to cut this trailer apart and float it in, you're looking probably another 3-4 hours minimum.
And every minute they're on the road fuels another problem.
What's this guy doing?
Moving.
You guys got a death wish, man.
Go! Secondary accidents are a real danger. We certainly do not like to see that.
When drivers pay more attention to a collision scene or any distraction than the road ahead, the result can be a chain reaction crash.
Yet another accident.
There we go.
With the added risk, Trevor and Jason need to shave time and remove the trailer in one piece, using chains to hold it together.
Just go through that hole.
So Trev, what he wants to do is see if we can stabilize that front end of the trailer.
And we're just gonna try and fasten this so we can get the road open a little bit quicker. That's the plan. Or
The only way to test the plan
step out.
Yeah.
is to let go.
Nope. Just run the chains.
On the 401 near Chatham,
Oh, I see. Me pick it up by it.
Trevor and Jason might have come up with a plan to support and tow the collapsing trailer.
Cradle it. Be done.
Jason came up with the idea of running some chains from the tow truck down right to the dolly legs.
Hook up the underlay.
A set of chains stretching from the wrecker all the way to the landing gear.
See how that goes?
We're kind of like trying to make a bridge so it'll support the front.
I figured if we actually tie on to the landing gear, I can almost cradle the entire front end to my truck.
If it doesn't hold, they'll have to cart away the trailer piece by piece.
Hold on! Watch yourself.
We got her.
Finally.
Something's actually working in our favor. The trailer is finally ready to go down the road and hopefully make a lot of commuters happy.
In. In.
I'm definitely glad this is the end of it.
I'm happy just to be done. Yeah, call it quits.
The guys, I can't thank them enough for coming out in the middle of the night dealing with this smelly mess.
There you go. Should be good.
And you gotta have guys like that working for you.
On to the next one.
It'll be a slow, cautious drive to the yard. But after 8 hours, the 401 is moving again.
All eastbound lanes are open. Appreciate that. All right, let's let her roll then.
Everything's clear here. On the 400 outside Barrie, traffic is flowing.
I like it.
But just to the northeast, Sergeant Jason Foles has a big problem on a ramp to Highway 11.
This truck maybe carried a little bit too much speed into this ramp. It's a fairly tight one and has upset the potato cart as it would be.
Northland Towing is taking on the recovery. And they called in some extra help.
Let's go check this stuff out.
James Ireland from Rescue 51 and his wife, Fabiana, has broken away from her work in the office.
You ready now?
Yeah. I also go out with James on a regular basis to do calls and racks and any cleanup that needs to be done.
Today, that cleanup will be massive.
It's loaded with about 65,000 pounds of potatoes in 15-pound bags. It rolled over very hard, so the whole roof and one wall has come right out of the trailer.
So it needs to be emptied, but the contents aren't headed for anyone's table.
The load's scrap now. The potatoes are gonna freeze, so they're gonna be no good.
But as they start to offload, the OPP has an idea.
That's it.
One of our young officers on the scene made this suggestion very quickly. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to donate them back to the different communities?
We've asked, and it looks like we're going to take some of those potatoes to one of the area shelters and food banks.
It's going to be donated, so the less fortunate have some food. It's a great idea.
As long as they can load it up before the cold sets in.
This is really awesome that we're able to, help people out.
Oh, look at that.
With the potatoes on their way, the crew can turn to the recovery. But for James and Fabiana, the job is already a success.
10-4.
I come from South America. I grew up with poverty. So for us to be able to do this, it truly puts a smile on my face.
Cool.
Oh, look at that, there in the ditch.
200 miles southwest.
They're cleaning up an accident yesterday.
Last night's blast of lake effect squalls has left its mark on Highway 402.
It was friction pretty nasty. Well, I guess now I see why they closed the highway.
Boy, oh boy. You guys have a tough job.
It's gonna be all day cleaning up.
The crew from Preferred has been clearing casualties all morning.
All right, let's fire up some chainsaws.
And now, they're facing the biggest job of the day.
He's wedged right between all these trees. Yeah, he's down good.
We didn't get much sleep last night, and we've been running just nonstop all day.
Gonna be quite the task. Oh boy.
There's one big tree right there. There.
You can't let fatigue get in the way. You've got to stay focused on a job like this.
That is crazy.
Last night, a semi-driver was blinded in a squall, running off the road and plowing deep into the trees on the median.
This is fully loaded full of cranberries. We've got 80,000 pounds sitting down here at the bottom. This is a big job, a big challenge on this one.
There we go.
He's got trees all around him, trees under the truck. He's done some serious lumberjacking.
Watch it. Whoa. Okay, let's spin this front end and let's make this happen. Sounds good.
The first step of this is getting this tractor out and away from the trees, so that way we can get this coming out without taking down any more trees.
But first, he just needs to find a safe place to rig.
So what are you thinking? I want something with lots of structure, so... Wow. Everything's just destroyed on this thing.
This isn't just a simple little winch out and go. It looks like this thing's been through hell and back.
Frame's right there. If we can get in with the frame and not cut anything, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's our frame rail. Lots of structure there. Okay. Good. We'll hook to there. Away you go.
The first pull is just to straighten out the tractor, but it'll be a test of the rigging points.
Okay. Ready? Ready. Let's take it around, see what it does. So it begins. Coming right, just gonna squeeze right between there, nice. Let's go with that, that's good. Got it. Okay. We'll do 2 lines call and you can lock it and steer it where you want it. From here, we're gonna take this and we're gonna hook to the front of it. We'll run it up the ditch, see how it reacts as we start to pull.
Now Colin can reposition for the main pull. And he'll have some help.
How far up do you want this, Gary?
Bring it right up, right to the back of Colin's.
Just before 3 p.m., operator Mark Colbrand arrives fresh from another job with a rotator.
Mark, we'll let Colin do what his truck can do first.
Yeah.
The rotator side reach will help wrangle the truck out, but not until Colin can first pull it ahead, clear of the woods.
There we go.
Don't want Mark quite to help yet because Mark starts to pull, he can actually pull this trailer into the trees and we don't want to damage it. So the initial pull is going to be done by Colin's 50-ton and we'll see how that goes.
Tighten your lines up, Col. Okay, I'm ready.
For now, all 80,000 pounds are on Colin.
Keep working it back and forth, hopefully it starts coming. It is gonna fight, we're missing front axle, wheels. There you go. It's just starting to move. You're good, Col, keep going.
As Colin's pulling on this unit, he's just getting a little bit too much side pull on his truck.
Lift the other one, Col, just, oh, whoa, stop. Whoa, whoa, hold it, stop. There you go. It's just starting to move.
On a median on Highway 402.
Lift the other one, Col.
Colin's angled pull.
Whoa, whoa, hold it.
Is overtaking his truck.
My truck's strongest point is pulling straight from the back. It's not designed for side pulls.
Just not quite there.
There's no choice but to hope they're clear enough of the trees.
All right, gonna need your help, Mark.
And bring in the rotator.
Just going single line on the rotator, Gary?
Yeah.
Gary needs to keep a careful eye on the semi's trajectory, so he's leaving the operating up to Mark.
I like getting my hands on the rotator controls. That doesn't happen very often, but it takes a lot of finesse to use it.
Okay, he's on.
While Colin continues to pull forward, Mark will rotate to help coax the truck up the slope.
Just snug it up tight.
Going in.
And the crew wants it on the road now.
We're getting later off into the day. It's gonna get dark here soon, so we wanna get this thing up and out of here before it gets dark. Especially with traffic on the road now, they aren't gonna see us as well.
All right, let's do it.
Get going, Col. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go, guys, that's it. Look at that, one extra line just makes all the difference.
The rotator is a big help here. It's giving me that extra little bit of pull that I need to get it up and moving.
It's all about the rigging, boys. Okay, let me catch up a bit there, Mark.
Okay.
But more pull from the side brings another risk.
So as it starts coming up, there's a good chance it's gonna wanna go over.
And 80,000 pounds of gravity is working against them.
How are we doing on that side, guys? Can you see anything?
This trailer's leaning pretty good.
Okay, let off. We'll have to get another line on it.
It's now leaning back into the ditch. We've got a lot of weight there, so I need to change things up a little bit.
What we might get you to do, take that other line here, go into the corner pocket of that trailer, and we'll pull it up.
Yep.
Gary needs more pull at the front of the trailer to help guide it forward.
Just want to check that rear bumper here, guys. Okay, looks like it's gonna be strap time, guys.
And to combat the leaning weight, he'll require another adjustment.
I'm just gonna put a strap around it. That'll allow me to give a little bit of pull this way. Just around the back doors. It's the strongest part of it, Cole. Yeah. So the higher up we can get, the better we are, right? Yeah. Okay.
And they're about to wrestle the heavy back end up the slope.
If this thing does decide to slide back into the ditch, we've got 2 trucks hooked up to it, and it could pull both of our trucks into the ditch with it.
When you're ready, Mark, we'll tighten up on green.
Okay, coming in. Watch fingers, coming tight.
There we go. Okay, that's good, Mark. Let me watch that back corner, guys. Okay.
It's now going to be the rotator's responsibility to keep this thing from flopping over. So that means it's my responsibility. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Okay, nice and easy. Just like that, if you can keep her going, guys. Very good. Nice, guys. Slowly moving. Okay, just want to get it up this hump. A little bit of a hill we're going up here, guys. Once we get it up that, I think we're going to be pretty good. Back wheels are almost up.
Whoa. Okay, whoa, whoa. Hold on, stop. Starting to slide, Gary.
Don't touch anything, Cole. Okay. Really? You're going to fight me like this, are you? A little bit of a hill we're going up here, guys.
On a median east of Sarnia.
Back wheels are almost up.
Gary's crew is trying to make their final pull.
Whoa, whoa. Hold on, stop.
Don't touch anything, Cole.
But 80,000 pounds of semi is pulling hard against them.
It's a bit of a nervous feeling when you've got 53 feet of trailer fully loaded. Even though it slides maybe just like an inch or 2, it feels like a mile when you're watching it move.
Gary needs to change the plan.
Put a snatch block in there. Let's run to that frame. Just on the back corner. See if we can get anything out of that.
Gary's hoping that the low line from the rotator will help ease the downward force threatening his wreckers.
Okay, tightening up on red.
You know, sun's going down right now. I'm hoping we're gonna get her out just as the sun goes down, so I'd like to be there before that happens. It's good? Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it. Colin, if you get a little harder on the passenger side of that truck. That's where all my pull is. Perfect, thank you.
We're getting to that point where it's almost there, but we can't let that distract us. We've got to keep focused on the task at hand.
Doing good, guys. It's doing what we want it to. There you go. How are those rear wheels? They're up. They're up. Nice. We're going like that, guys, and we're gonna bring her right home. Stop right there. Nice. Look at that. Sun's still up. She's on the road. I'm happy.
It fought us all the way up the bank. Definitely feeling pretty nice to have this thing up and out of the ditch.
Everything clear over there, Gary?
You are clear now.
While you're in the moment, you're not thinking of it, but you look back on it and it's kind of harrowing. Just what could have gone wrong, and glad it didn't.
We're just gonna disconnect, pull the tractor out from underneath, hook onto the trailer, bring her all home.
And as night falls...
Okay, we can get her off the road, guys. All right.
The last of the storm's rampage is finally behind them.
It's been a long couple days, man. She's snowing and blowing, but she came up real nice. Guys did an excellent job, so I'm gonna call it a win.
You know, these big wrecks like this, it's great to see the team come together. Everybody played a role.
It's a thing of beauty.
They do what needs to be done, and you know, it's another victory for us.
Want to
make sure that we don't kill any damn buddy.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401.
She's gonna spring back, eh?
A roundabout wreck.
Everybody clear.
Hits back hard.
Watch yourself. Boom.
Live traffic
Then we'll go around the axle tube.
brings deadly risk.
Oh!
And the last thing I want to do is have one of these beams in the live lanes.
And heavy steel
Somebody can get hurt or dead.
meets heavy wind.
No, no, no.
Oh, my. Oh.